Some repairs sound simple, until you see the quote and realize it's worth more than the car. If you've ever been told you need a big job, and wondered whether to fix it or walk away, here's the truth: some repairs drain your wallet for no return, but one kind can actually save your car in the long run. Let's run through for that aren't worth doing, and one that might just be. Rust looks harmless at first, a few flaky patches, maybe some bubbling paint. I've been there myself. When I tackled the front subframe on my Mini, it looked tidy when I'd finished, and the MOT tester even said it looked good and passed it with no issues. But rust work isn't for everyone. It eats time, burns through materials, and usually adds no value to the car. You can clean up a small area, but once sills, floors, or subframes start going, it's game over. Even if you manage to weld it properly, corrosion always creeps back somewhere else. You can win a battle against rust, but never the whole war. Next up, automatic gearboxes. When they start slipping or banging into gear, it's rarely cheap or simple. Rebuilds can run well into 4 figures, and fitting a second-hand gearbox is pure gamble territory. You might fix one problem and inherit another. It's one of those repairs where the cost of the job often matches or exceeds what the whole car's worth. If you hear the telltale thump when it shifts, start planning your exit rather than your rebuild. If you're finding this helpful, give the video a like. It really helps more people see it, and it tells me you want more of these money-saving breakdowns. Now for the timing chain, and this one's personal. My BMW started cutting out at junctions for no clear reason. No rattles, no warning lights, just the occasional stall that didn't feel right. I suspected the timing was slightly off, so I bit the bullet and had the chain done. And honestly, it wasn't a job I wanted to do, or one I'd recommend unless you truly have no choice. It's expensive, awkward, and once you've spent the money, you rarely get it back. I only did it because I needed a running car at the time. If you ever face that choice, think carefully. Sometimes what looks like prevention ends up being a slow-motion write-off. Then there's the one people always want to fix: aircon. We all want that cold blast on a summer day, but the system can be a money pit. Leaking seals, compressors, condensers, every fix adds up fast. You'll spend a few hundred chasing icy air, and in a year it's warm again. On a cheap daily, it's a comfort feature, not a necessity. It doesn't add resale value and won't make the car any more reliable. If the choice is between cold air and a working car, open the window and pocket the difference. If you're new here, hit subscribe for more real-world car advice every week, not sales talk, just honest ownership tips to save you money. Now for the one repair that really is worth doing: suspension work. Things like control arms, drop links, and bushes usually last 60 to 100,000 miles, so you'll only do them once in your ownership. They're not glamorous, but when you replace tired suspension, the whole car transforms. The knocks disappear, the steering tightens up, and it suddenly feels like something worth driving again. It's one of those rare jobs where you actually feel the difference every mile afterwards, proper value for money, and often the difference between keeping a car or giving up on it. And that's the trick really, learning which fixes breathe life back into a car, and which ones just drain your wallet. If you want to see more examples of repairs that seem harmless but turn into money traps, check out the video linked here. It dives deeper into the jobs that look cheap until you're halfway in.